Good morning. It is so good to be with you today. I love going through the lectionary series that we are using right now. I don't know if you've picked up on this, but we always have 4 scripture passages each week. We have an Old Testament reading, a Psalm, a New Testament reading, and a Gospel reading. We don't always cover each of those during our devotional messages in the mornings, but they're beautiful because they intertwine with one another. They connect, and when we read those together, they support one another, and they give us a great amount of insight. Well, we're going to look at the Psalm of the week, which is Psalm 105 today, and I have a special challenge for you. I want you to read Psalm 105 today. Study it sometime today. I think you'll really enjoy that because it is a historical psalm, and it recounts so much of Genesis that we have been talking about the last couple of months. It recounts the generations. It goes through Abraham and Isaac and Jacob and Joseph. I alluded to Joseph the other day in some of his trials that he endured and the way that God's covenantal promise was passed on to all of the brothers of Joseph. But it's such a wonderful historical retelling because it recounts his troubles and it really highlights his faithfulness, that Joseph, throughout all that he endured, continued to be faithful. Joseph doesn't let slavery in Egypt crush his spirit. He doesn't succumb to temptation by Potiphar's wife. He doesn't slip into despair when he is imprisoned or disgraced or abandoned and feels as if he is forgotten. Joseph remains faithful to God through all of it. And the psalm highlights God's faithfulness to all generations, that God is faithful to us no matter what. Well, I know we continue to deal with a challenging time, a difficult time, as we continue to practice social distancing, as we continue to have changes in the things we can and can't do. And this is a hard time for all of us. But I hope that if a psalm were to be written about the year 2020 and the things we would endure, I hope that it would go something like Psalm 105, talking about praising God, talking about some of the challenges that we have endured, but then swinging back and closing out with praise again, knowing that we have lived as faithful people of God and knowing that God has continued to be faithful to us. Well, I hope you enjoy reading through Psalm 105, and I hope that you continue to sing praises to God for His faithfulness in your life. I hope you have a wonderful day today, filled with God's hope.